The Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, was officially formed in 1930. This was a turning point for this nation's health.
Its origins, however, date back even farther. In 1862, President Lincoln appointed Charles Wetherhill to head the newly formed Chemical Division in the Department of Agriculture. This division was the beginning of the Bureau of Chemistry, which was the FDA's predecessor.
In 1906, the Food and Drugs Act was passed under President Roosevelt. This prohibited the trade of misbranded and stolen foods, drinks, and drugs.
In 1927, a section of the Bureau of Chemistry branched off to form the Food, Drug, and Insecticide Administration, which in 1930 was shortened to the Food and Drug Administration.
The FDA protects the public health by ensuring food and medicine released to the public are safe.
Due to the FDA, food and drug products are labeled so that the people can know what is in those things they buy and can trust they are what the label says.
The FDA also ensures medicines work as prescribed and do not harm the users.
It benefits because we do know that the drugs that we're dispensing to patients are being tested and monitored, and if there's any problems with medications, they're constantly being recalled. We get recalls in the pharmacy like on a daily basis, so we know that everything that is being dispensed to the consumer is safe.
Animal food is also under the FDA's jurisdiction. They protect animals so things like this don't happen.
Through the FDA's recent legislation and pre-existing standards for food and drug safety, the FDA defends the public health more so than weakening it. Despite its few flaws, we believe the FDA is a strong, reliable organization that has our best interests in mind.
President Obama signed the Food Safety Modernization Act on January 4, 2011. The FSMA updates the FDA by focusing the administration on preventing contamination rather than reacting to it.
Each year, foodborne illness strikes 48 million Americans, hospitalizing 100,000 and killing thousands.
This data suggests that 1 in 6 people are afflicted with foodborne illnesses every year.
This new measure forces the people at every step from the farm-to-table process to have higher standards of safety.
For example, food processors must have a backup plan in case there is a contamination, such as E. coli or Salmonella. They will also have new standards for harvesting fruits and vegetables, as well as transporting the food.
To protect the public, the FDA will have more control over food safety through new powers given to them by the FSMA. Their most powerful tool, the mandatory recall, allows the FDA to quickly remove contaminated food from the shelves.
Now, inspections of food processing facilities have become required because of the FSMA. This includes local, national, and international facilities. The FDA can also suspend a facility from production if found to have caused health problems.
Finally, the FSMA has all food safety agencies work more closely together, whether they are local, state, national, or international agencies. The Secretary of Health and Human Services improves the training of inspectors and gives out grants for training officials, inspecting facilities, and building labs and programs for food safety.
These inspectors even analyze and ensure the safety of genetically modified foods.
Does the FDA regulate genetically modified foods?
Yes, it does, and it does in conjunction with the Department of Agriculture and the Environmental Protection Agency.
Every day, this law protects us from foods infected with bacteria and viruses. It even protects people with food allergies from consuming things that might kill them.
Analytical predictions indicate that the new produce law will prevent approximately 1.5 million foodborne illnesses a year.
However, some people don't like the FDA because to make things safe, they slow down development and production of medications. This can also hurt drug companies, their employees, and the economy.
And also medications that are really, really helpful for patients, but they take so long to go through many clinical trials, and it can take years and years before a beneficial product can be actually put on the market for patients to use. And it would be nice to see that process, like bureaucracy and red tape, just kind of see that process hastened a bit so that people can get medications that they could almost like need for, you know, sustaining life, if they could get that out on the market faster.
Others disapprove because the FDA regulates genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. These people believe GMOs are not safe or go against their religious beliefs.
Despite these shortcomings, the FDA effectively protects the public from food and drug-related illnesses through strict preventative measures. Millions of lives have been saved by the agency's guidelines, and even by its simple labeling, and that's why we need to keep the FDA.